This is the ZEAK 13,000 pound winch. So in today's video, we're gonna be swapping out the old XRC Smittybilt 8 winch to replacing it with the ZEAK 13,000 pound winch. Let's get to work. All right, so we've got the box opened up. First thing I see is some stickers, a user manual. Now I've installed a lot of these over the years, so that's all not necessary at this point. We're just trying to get to the nuts and bolts of the winch. So first thing I see here is a cool, pretty looking clevis, heavy duty, good, feels good in quality. And one of the tags that go along with that, we'll just go ahead and put that in there right there, like so. ZEAK. Nuts and bolts, we've got the cabling for the manual control pendant, which is right here. And that's a pretty nice looking controller. We've got in and out, very cool. And so I believe this is going to be your wireless controls as well as your manual controls, so it can do either or. And then we've got some ground cables here, and I'll have to just go ahead and cut these zip ties off and get this all mounted up to the winch. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this cap off here. And here we have the winch. So right away, we see the ZEAK Fairlead right here. Looks good in quality. And we have the winch. And right off the bat, I get a Badlands winch vibe, 13,000 pounds, heavy duty synthetic rope. We got your motor, we've got our planetary gears and our control box up at the top, very simple. Let's go ahead and get this thing bolted up and then we'll wire in the controls. You'll notice that all of the connections to the controller already landed for your forward and reversing contacts off the controls, and then your main power lug, which makes this whole installation process very convenient. And then all we have to do is come in with that ground power wire as so and land our ground connection, put the washer, and then run down our nut. And then we'll just go ahead and tighten this up with a 13mm wrench. The trickiest part for me is getting these square nuts all lined up to the winch plate and then bolted up to the bumper. So you're gonna end up spending some time with that, and we should be able to get some power to this winch pretty quick here. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the winch up to this tree. right, so we are back at the garage, and we're gonna go ahead and take some things apart and just talk about some of the features with this winch. So let's go ahead and get right to it. So there's gonna be 4 bolts. You can't really see them, but I'm gonna use a 6mm wrench and just basically remove all 4 of these bolts. We got one here, and one here, and they're all mounted horizontally. All right, so we'll just go ahead and pull that off, and as you can see, the part comes right off, and then we'll just go ahead and flip this around, and we'll take off these 4 bolts. So we'll just remove this piece here, and then now we're going to remove this. All right, so let's see what we got under here. All right, so I've got the control box taken apart, and I just want to take a look at some of the components underneath this control box, because as you guys know, in the future, we may have to get in here and service this or move some wires around to get us out in case there's a failure or something. So to me, a winch needs to definitely be serviceable. Now, as far as the wireless control box, we have that right here with our antenna, this green wire. This is a pretty common control box. You can find this anywhere online. And then as far as your contactor, it's 1 unit totally enclosed, which I'm sure this is why it makes it waterproof, but it's also housed in 2 different types of plastics, as you can see. And then we have our lugs, heavy lugs back here for our heavy wires. So these are all going to be enclosed into this enclosure here. And everything looks like it's bolted to this plastic plate. So these contactors, I've actually haven't had any problems with these ones. I don't know if there's different grades or materials, but this looks really good. Comparing it to my SRC winch, it uses the same style contactor. We've been inside there to hook up some controls for onboard air compressor. This all looks really good, and it's an updated version to our X-Bowl winch, which uses this style of contactor or solenoid, if you will. We've had one of these fail in the past while we're off-roading, so I just wanted to mention that this all looks serviceable, and it looks like we're gonna be able to service this in the future. So that's also good. So I'm going to put this all back together, and then we'll talk a little bit more about the features. So on the market, there's not really much to compare this winch to, other than the closest one I could see is the Badlands winch sold by Harbor Freight. So either this is a Badlands winch clone, or somewhere in the background they're interchanging parts to make these winches, regardless of the name change, which is this one is by ZEAK. I did notice that the cable for the manual controls has a Badlands logo on it right here, and I'm pretty sure that this is the exact cable that the Badlands winch uses, because I've seen parts of it. So this is a really nice weather protector, a rubber that covers your toggle switch to initiate wireless mode, and then your manual control. So I'm going to leave that off. We can also hook up our manual controller. So when I plug in the manual controls, automatically our blue light shows up. So if you see and can look really closely, the wording is actually backwards. It says we're in the wireless mode, which we are actually in the wired mode. So now I have control. And then if I disconnect the manual controls, and then I can hold this button for 3 seconds, and then the red light shows up on the wired side. So they just have these backwards. The printing on this control face is backwards, and it says I'm in the wired mode, which I would have to turn on the toggle switch, and then in wireless mode I have now control. So I can go out, and I can go in wireless mode, and then you can just hold down the button here and turn off the controller. So one thing that also stood out was that there's no magnetic piece here where you can stick it to things like the Badlands winch does, but it's a remote and it should do the job, and it works both wireless and in manual controls. So moving along, we have our very nice clevis here. We have the 3/8 rope. It's about 87 feet long on the winch line. It's got this protection. I've got everything bolted and secured really good. We have this lever So that's engaged counterclockwise, and then disengaged free spool, which I can pull out, very nice, and then engage. So that's very smooth working. As far as the appearance and the features, the winch looks like a great winch. I think a lot of this stuff is aluminum. The stickers here have all held up, and they all look good. So there it is, the ZEAK 13,000 pound winch. You got to see how quickly it was to install. You got to hear the motor and everything operate. You got to see some of the key features of this winch. And last but not least, we got to open it up and see if this thing is serviceable with common replacement parts. And as you can see, it is looking like a pretty good quality winch, a budget winch, under 500 bucks. That's around, retails for about $450 on Amazon. If you're interested, I'll leave a link in the description box below. Some other fun features about this winch is that it's got a 6.5 horsepower series wound motor, which is going to be pulling a lot of amps, so you're going to make sure you want enough battery power for this. And because it's a larger winch, it has lower gears, so you're going to have somewhere on the higher end of the gear ratio. It's about 218 to 1 on the gear reduction. So this typically will be a slower winch depending on the loads that you are putting on it. So if you're just free spooling or you're pulling in, you're going to get about 5 feet, you know, up to 15 feet a minute. If it's under full load, maybe you're only going to get about 5 feet a minute. So just keep that in mind if you're looking for a winch, a real fast winch. This one's going to be on the slower end, but it does offer that extra pulling power. The gears, the 3-stage planetary gears, seem like they're solid. They sound good, nothing like real loud. Smooth operation for everything. And for the most part, everything looks good and seems of good quality. Again, it's a budget style winch. It's under 500 bucks. So the big question here, is this a Apex the Badlands winch clone? Is it the same winch with the name change? What's going on here? I would love to hear what you guys have to say in the comments box, because I'm kind of curious on my own. I've gone to Harbor Freight, I've seen the winches, and they look very, very close. As time allows, we're going to learn more and more about the winch. Maybe in a year or so, we'll do a 1-year review, and I'll be able to compile a bunch of videos of it getting used. But other than that, I think we're going to end the video. And again, I'll leave the links in the description box below if you're interested in this style of a winch. Great looking winch, and I'm excited to continue to see how it uses. It makes the Jeep look awesome. It's also Christmas in a couple days, so I did want to say Merry Christmas, and I'm going to be taking about a week break off of YouTube. So we're going to be enjoying times, relaxing with the family, and we'll get right back to camping and getting this winch in full use coming soon. And that's probably going to be next year. We'll have a couple videos with you, so we'll let the festivities begin. And without further ado, we'll end the video here, guys. Thanks for watching and staying till the end. We'll see you soon.